Lights out. Really a great year for everyone.
Mendoza keeps. He's in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, there's just a miscommunication up front by this offensive line, and he just gets a direct shot. Fernando, and there's nothing he can do here. He doesn't even have time to try to escape and get out of the pocket. The good thing, one of the most decorated offensive line coaches in the history of our league, but that was not good.
Throw over the middle to Ian. He has been hot and cold. Good snap, good hold. The kick is perfect for the Houston Texans running back room. They're excited. And C.J. Stroud should be.
But he has them. He came to Houston because he wants more of the workload. He didn't get as much work last year as he would have liked, splitting carries with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Mills over the right side is 29 years old. He's in year number 8 and was actually traded by the Lions here to Houston. Here's a pass to the outside.
Catch over a bulk of the carries.
Mills at quarterback, 3rd down and 7. And a 9 and a first down, and this guy's got a chance.
Yes, he does. And as we mentioned, because of the situation right now with the Texans receivers, as he makes a good tough catch. I thought last week he did some really good tough catches. He's got good body control. Some of the things that he's impressed these coaches with were on display in that game.
Here is a little drop-off pass to...
No one will be talking about where he was drafted. They'll be saying it was a steal to get him in the 2nd round.
First down carry.
We give him some options besides him having to drop back every time and throw the football. It helps the offensive line. It plays to the strength, which is their defense. I think it's really smart the way they went about this offseason.
Whittington again pushing the pile for an extra yard. Patrick Johnson, the 7th they like. Second and 6. Mills goes down. Brought down. And
Booker, he just basically uses a speed rush and is able to get right past him and then right in the face of Davis Mills. But you go back to this offensive saw of him last week, he was impressive, snaps included, which is usually the challenge.
Texans are now 5 for 7 on 3rd. End over end with Malik Benson hauling it in.
We're going to see him out here right now. What have been your overall impressions of Mendoza, just even as a guy in the locker room?
Oh, he's been great. You know, you come in as a rookie and you got to start all the way back at the bottom. So get some points on the board. It's the same thing. You know, I work every single day to be the best version of myself, and so I can't complain. You know, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be things that you can't. There's things you can draw, but ultimately it comes down to guys wanting it more than the other dude. So, I mean, he was an incredible D-line coach. He's been in a lot of different systems, and he's just a great leader of men. You know, he's a guy that loves football. There's another guy who's all ball all the time. He doesn't have the biggest personality in the world. He'll tell you that himself, but he's real, and he loves football, and he knows the game so well, and he knows what it's supposed to look like. He has a crazy nostalgic being back here, but being out, being able to go against those guys and join practice, had a blast, and we're almost here. It's almost football.
They're real high on. He has an opportunity to really step up and see a lot of playing time. 7-man protection. He hung in there and delivered a strike.
And that's what he wants to do.
That last week, and it's hard to take that away from a guy in a preseason game, but they're trying to protect him from himself as much as possible.
Here's Washington over the right side. Got hit.
And he usually always knows where his outlets and his checkdowns are.
Here's a drop. Number 1 in this league just dropped it.
And that's a perfect throw. And that's some of the accuracy. If he catches that ball, nobody really talks a lot about the ball.
And brings A.J. Cole, the punter, on the field. I've never been more biased in my broadcasting of a player. The history of...
my control, my command, and I think Kales is doing the same thing, so we're trending up.
Your first-round pick, Keelan Rutledge, he played guard throughout his career.
Anybody, he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to him, so I love him, and I think he's going to be great for us.
Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. It is a nice drive being put together.
Sure is. Davis Mills made some nice throws.
Passes behind, but caught. And that
blockers. And Marlon Klein, he wants to be an all-round player. They brought him in really for what he's able to do as a blocker, but he also has the ability, which he's background, Joe, as you said. This isn't a guy who's played a lot of football, so he's only going to get exponentially better.
3rd and 3. Passes in. Here's a call.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 28 of the defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
So that's Jermod McCoy, who didn't play all of last year, 18 months away from foot fence. Russell Yurk gets a rep in the preseason. Everybody goes home happy, and it's first down for Davis Mills, who is able to complete it to Lewis. 3 timeouts, 2nd and 6. Mills hangs in and throws behind Klein. Down. Already inside field goal range at the moment, under big time pressure in the pen.
They're going to come off the edges here, and they're going to just try to get to him as quickly as possible, get the ball out of his hands, and it works perfectly for the Raiders.
44 field goals during the regular season. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Tonight we'll look at some of the good that he has put on tape. This is the first drive and that first completion to Naylor.
Well, as I mentioned, you get into a game like this, and every rep matters for this young guy, and he's going to learn something from all of it. We saw the interception, but these are some of the positive things that he's done, and hanging in there, and he's got a good understanding of where he needs to go with the football. Great job here anticipating the pass rush on the screen from the football.
Yeah, there's no act going on with Fernando Mendoza. That's just who he is. Here's a return by Hemby. Has a lane and these and things. I'm like, movies. Here's Washington with a catch, a turn,
and a team that, but especially a rookie in Fernando Mendoza.
2nd down and 1. It's aired out downfield, and it's not there. Pass was intended. Mendoza steps into it, able to complete, and now the ball's knocked out before the catch was made. That is Tremon Smith who knocked it out. That was going to be a completion, first down, and a time.
They're still looking for someone to emerge that's going to carry the load on as the wide receivers. It's going to run through Brock Bowers, but they just don't have. Here's another look at that last play. He has it. He just is a little careless in securing the football as soon as he makes the play. Because these
DB and sensational. And Tremon Smith just made a play to remind